as we stand out here in the middle of the rain and the woods and the trees, the mighty sequoia was the thing that came to mind. And the blessing that I have for you right now, that I ask the Father to give you, it comes in 3 parts around that great mighty tree. First is it has mighty roots that intertwine with each other. I pray that you two would both have that kind of intertwined growth and life, that you would support each other when the storms of life come, and delight and dance as the sun breaks through after the storm. The mighty tree, it grows strong, it grows tall, it grows old, and it does it together. May you remember to always be learning, to grow. And the third is that it grows towards the heavens. It grows towards our Father. May you both continue to grow towards the Father, knowing Him more, seeing the time with Him and the time with each other yield amazing blessings.
My Matthew, my appreciation, understanding, and love of who you are runs deep. This began long before I knew I loved you and even before we became friends. When I first met you, I knew there was something special about you, a depth of emotion, intelligence, and desire for abundance that I had never felt from anyone before. I saw the extraordinary things you had overcome and the current battles you were facing. You always picked up your sword to fight and never backed down from those things. I knew in my heart I wanted to honor and support you through the things I was called to. As our friendship grew, I saw sides of you no one else did, and I didn't understand why. I prayed for you for over a year as you led the business I was a part of. I knew you needed the love of Jesus to flood over your life to set you free into all that you were called to be and do. And I was abundantly blessed to be able to sit on the sidelines and watch Jesus capture your heart. My prayers were being answered to such depth right in front of my own eyes, and I was overcome with supernatural joy.
Jaylee Page, you deserve to be loved so well. You deserve a man who absolutely cherishes you and is down on his knees every single day praising God for you. You deserve a man who will lead your family well, who will shower you with praise daily, and who will never take your gifts for granted. You have a deep need to proactively create your life, yet you rest and surrender to God's will. You are strong and determined. You are willing to get dirt under your fingernails and spend a week sleeping in remote wilderness and get married in the rain in the middle of the woods. Also, you can see and experience all this life has to offer. I want to spend the rest of my life learning, healing, and growing in my ability to see you more clearly, to cherish you more deeply, and to love you better every single day. I love you, Jaylee Page Waddell, more than you know, more than words can express.
Before we became friends, I prayed for a husband who would be strong, loving, smart, and loyal. I also hoped I would be able to be friends with this person to truly know them and who they were. I vividly heard the Lord say, "I'm going to put him right in front of you." Little did I know that meant falling in love with my boss and being the last one to know. You fell in love with my heart above all else. And when you first confessed your love for me, I was so careful to open my heart to you because I knew if I opened it up, I would fall madly in love with you. Well, here we are. I'm going to be the wife that grabs her sword and goes to battle right alongside you. I will always chase Jesus with you. I will always support you. I am so thankful to be your human, and I am so thankful for who you are. I love you, my Matthew.
The first date is an ongoing debate. Matthew says what I say is our first date, she says is not our first date. What exactly was our first date? We went to dinner, followed by bowling. Two people going to spend time together.
It's definitely our first date.
That was definitely a date. We laughed, had fun, enjoyed each other's presence, and good conversation. I was on a date. Not sure what she was doing. Jaylee's predicted response: we'd been hanging out, but never had an official date. Sitting by the river one day, I asked him, when are you going to ask me out on a date? He said, in true Matthew style, are you kidding me? Are we not dating? According to Jaylee, there was never an official first date. But then she adds, I'd say the official first date was the day we went around Reading doing our favorite things. Breakfast at Evergreen, a picnic at the park, a moonlit kayak on Whiskeytown Lake. That was technically our first date. Then,
Okay.
we had gone on probably multiple dates before that.
Yeah, thank you.
Technically, we went to dinner before that. Once we went to dinner at Woody's, she defends herself with, he knew he had feelings for me way before I knew what was going on. So, what he classifies as a first date, I probably didn't even know what was up. So, while Matthew was dating Jaylee, Jaylee was
Single.
single. There you go.
So Jay and I would talk about our future together, sitting in the apartment late at night, and we came to the conclusion that we needed someone, like a partner that was similar to the other. So she needed someone like me, and I needed someone like her. Well, Jay, you got what you wanted, except bonus, he runs marathons, and we'll go hiking in the rain with you.
So I have this theory, and I've said it throughout my last few years, that there are two types of love. There's a two peas in a pod type of love, and then there is an opposites attract type of love. So for me and my relationships, they always kind of seem to be an opposites attract love, but I just knew that Jaylee would find a two peas in a pod type of love, and she did just that. Perfect people and perfect relationships do not exist, but I have a very firm belief that people can be perfect for each other. Jaylee and Matthew, you are perfect for each other, and that takes work every day. We all feel blessed that we get to be a part of your love story and get to witness you, Jaylee, becoming a mom and wife, and you becoming a husband and sharing your children with you. And you both getting to create your own story. It's going to be a very beautiful one.
Matthew, I watched her pray for you long before this relationship was possible. I watched her support you through really immense, very stressful situations. I could tell that you loved her completely, and watching you love her with everything has been such a beautiful and a redemptive process.